Have you ever noticed how some women manage to dress simply and yet always look sophisticated and high standard? Many people believe you need to spend fortunes on designer clothes, have a huge closet, or simply be born into a wealthy family. But I'm going to tell you a secret. It's none of that. There is a specific code of 7 fashion and elegance tips that heiress women and high-standard women have used for decades to always look sophisticated and never tacky. These are techniques that cost $0, that you can apply today with what you already have in your wardrobe, and that work regardless of your age, body type, or budget. Today I'm going to reveal each of these tips and how to apply them to transform your style and look like a true heiress in any situation. Let me tell you something that completely changed my life. At 35 years old, I constantly felt inadequate. I bought clothes I thought were elegant, but when I saw truly high-standard women, I noticed something different about their style. It wasn't about the price of the clothes. It was about something more subtle. I looked tacky while they looked like heiresses. I spent a lot of money and still couldn't achieve that refined style I saw in truly high-standard women. Until I discovered that looking like an heiress has nothing to do with money. It has to do with knowing 7 specific fashion and elegance tips that transform any woman into a sophisticated, high-standard presence. When I learned and applied these tips, my style completely transformed. Today, I constantly receive compliments about my refined style. People who have known me for years comment that I look more sophisticated and elegant. And the best part? I didn't spend anything beyond what I already had. Tip 1. The principle of strategic simplicity. The first tip that separates women who look like heiresses from those who look tacky is what I call the principle of strategic simplicity. The mistake I constantly see is women using too many details, too many accessories, too many colors, too many patterns in the same look. This communicates lack of refinement and sophistication. Truly high-standard women understand that less is more. The solution is simple. Choose one piece as a highlight and keep the rest neutral and discreet. If you wear a structured blazer, keep the blouse white and the pants black. If you wear a striking necklace, keep the rest of the look minimalist. I tested this consciously for a month. For the first 15 days, I wore looks with many details and accessories. For the last 15 days, I applied the principle of strategic simplicity. The difference was striking. In the first period, people saw me as someone who was trying too hard. In the second period, people saw me as someone who had natural good taste. At a social event, I wore a simple dress with a pearl necklace and nothing else. I received more compliments than when I wore looks with many details. A truly high-standard woman commented that I had excellent taste. Celebrity stylists always say that simplicity is the ultimate sign of sophistication. If you're enjoying these fashion and elegance tips to look like an heiress, subscribe to the channel and click the bell, because I post tricks like this every week so you can look sophisticated and high-standard without looking tacky. Tip 2. The quality over quantity rule. The second tip is the quality over quantity rule. The mistake I see is women buying many cheap pieces instead of investing in a few superior quality pieces. This communicates that you don't have standards. Truly high-standard women invest in a few excellent quality pieces that last for years. The solution is to choose quality over quantity. One genuine silk blouse is worth more than 10 polyester blouses. One genuine leather bag is worth more than 5 synthetic bags. I tested this for 2 months. I sold all my cheap pieces and invested in 5 superior quality pieces. With just these 5 pieces, I created 20 completely different looks. A friend commented that I looked like I had renovated my entire wardrobe. But most importantly, people started treating me with more respect. In a store, the saleswoman treated me as a VIP client. In a restaurant, I was treated with more attention. Professional stylists always say that quality is what communicates true standards. If you're enjoying these fashion and elegance tips, leave a like on the video. Your engagement helps this content reach more women who want to look sophisticated and high standard. Tip 3. The restricted color palette code. The third tip is the restricted color palette code. The mistake I see is women using too many different colors in the same look. This communicates lack of refinement. Truly high-standard women use a restricted and coherent color palette. The solution is to choose 3 colors as your base. One neutral color like black or beige, one secondary color like navy blue or gray, and one accent color like red or emerald green. Use these three colors in 80% of your looks. I tested this for a month. I chose black, navy blue, and red as my palette. I used these colors in 80% of my looks. People started associating these colors with me. A colleague commented that I had a very sophisticated style signature. At an important event, I wore a black blazer with a navy blue blouse and a red necklace. I received several compliments about my refined style. Stylists of high-standard women always work with restricted color palettes. And tell me in the comments, what is your natural color palette? Do you usually use many colors or few colors in the same look? I really want to know your experience. Tip 4. The impeccable fit technique. The fourth tip is the impeccable fit technique. The mistake I see is women wearing clothes that don't fit perfectly to their body. Clothing that is too loose or too tight, even if it's from an expensive brand, will never look sophisticated. Truly high-standard women always wear clothes that fit perfectly to their body. The solution is to invest in professional tailoring. If a piece doesn't fit perfectly, take it to a tailor. A blazer well-fitted on the shoulders, pants that define the waist without tightening, a dress that follows the natural curves of the body. I tested this for 3 weeks. I took my clothes to a professional tailor and made adjustments to 10 pieces. The result was extraordinary. My clothes looked much more expensive and sophisticated. At an important meeting, I wore well-fitted pants with a simple blouse. I received 3 compliments about my style. An executive commented that I had excellent taste. Professional stylists always say that fit is more important than brand. Before we move on to the next tip, have you ever had difficulty finding clothes that fit perfectly to your body? To solve this, I created a guide where I show exactly how to choose professional tailors and which adjustments are essential to look sophisticated. Inside, you also discover how to identify when clothing needs adjustments. The link is in the pinned comment and description. Tip 5. The Minimalist Accessories Protocol. The 5th tip is the Minimalist Accessories Protocol. The mistake I see is women wearing too many accessories in the same look. This communicates lack of sophistication. Truly high-standard women wear few accessories, but of excellent quality. The solution is to choose a maximum of 3 accessories per look: a classic watch, a delicate necklace, or a structured bag. I tested this for a month. For the first 15 days, I wore many accessories. For the last 15 days, I wore only 3 excellent quality accessories. The difference was striking. With few accessories, I looked much more sophisticated. A friend commented that I had a very refined style. At a social event, I wore only a classic watch and a pearl necklace. I received several compliments about my elegant style. Stylists of high-standard women always say that fewer accessories is more sophisticated. Which of these tips did you like the most so far? Comment here because I read all of them and respond. Tip 6. The Impeccable Care Strategy. The 6th tip is the impeccable care strategy. The mistake I see is women neglecting the maintenance of their clothes. Expensive clothing poorly maintained looks cheap. Truly high-standard women always keep their clothes impeccable. The solution is to establish a care routine. Clothes always pressed or steamed, shoes clean and polished, bags well preserved, fabrics protected from stains. I tested this extremely for 2 weeks. In the first week, I relaxed on maintenance. In the second week, I applied impeccable care. The difference was shocking. With well-maintained clothes, I was treated with much more respect. Someone commented that I had a very polished and professional presence. The investment in care pays off exponentially. I bought a portable steamer for $199 and a shoe cleaning kit for $149. The return was immediate. More opportunities, better treatment, and confidence that reflected in all aspects of my life. Tip 7. The Timeless Elegance Code. The 7th and final tip is the Timeless Elegance Code. The mistake I see is women following all fashion trends. This communicates lack of standards. Truly high-standard women wear timeless pieces that never go out of fashion. The solution is to invest in classic pieces: a structured blazer, black tailored pants, a simple white dress, a quality white blouse, a beige sweater, a structured bag, classic shoes. I tested this for 3 months. I invested in 7 timeless pieces of excellent quality. With just these 7 pieces, I created 50 completely different looks. A friend commented that I always looked elegant and sophisticated. At an important event, I wore a structured blazer with a white blouse and black pants. I received several compliments about my refined style. Stylists of high-standard women always say that timeless pieces are the foundation of a sophisticated wardrobe. The truth is that looking like an heiress has nothing to do with spending a lot of money, having a huge closet, or following all fashion trends. It has to do with knowing these 7 fashion and elegance tips that truly high-standard women have used for decades. Now you have the same knowledge that image consultants charge thousands of dollars to teach. The principle of strategic simplicity, the quality over quantity rule, the restricted color palette code, the impeccable fit technique, the minimalist accessories protocol, the impeccable care strategy, and the timeless elegance code. These 7 tips are not theory. They are practical tools that work because they are based on principles of elegance that never change. When you master these tips, your style becomes sophisticated and high standard. You no longer need to look tacky or try too hard. Most importantly, you don't need $1 million budget. You need knowledge, strategy, and consistency. A woman who masters these 7 tips wearing simple clothes will always be more sophisticated than one who follows all trends without understanding the principles behind true elegance. Tell me in the comments, which of these 7 tips will you start applying first? And what kind of content would you like to see in the next videos? How to build a capsule wardrobe with just 10 pieces, secrets to look younger through timeless elegance, or how to adapt these tips to different body types. Your opinion is very important to me, and I read and respond to all comments. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave your like, and share this video because next week I bring more fashion and elegance secrets that you won't want to miss. A kiss and see you next time.